Hello dear listeners, and welcome back to HeartTouch Stories. This is the place where ordinary moments turn into extraordinary lessons for life. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered what true honor really looks like? Is it found in medals, awards, and recognition, or in the quiet, unseen acts of kindness that no spotlight ever captures? Today, I want to share with you a story that will make you rethink what it means to be a hero. It is the story of the soldier who shared his medal. Stay with me until the end, because this story may just change the way you see courage, sacrifice, and love forever. The story begins in a small town where a young man named Daniel grew up with dreams bigger than his surroundings. He was the kind of boy who would run barefoot in the fields, chase after the sound of airplanes, and imagine himself soaring among the clouds. When he turned 18, Daniel enlisted in the army. His parents were proud, yet fearful. His mother cried quietly as she packed his bag, tucking in a family photo. His father shook his hand firmly, whispering, "Be brave, son, but above all, be kind." Daniel carried those words with him through training, through endless drills, through nights of exhaustion and days of sweat. And soon, he found himself deployed to a land far from home, a place where the sun was harsh, the nights were long, and every day tested the very core of his spirit. In the middle of the chaos of war, Daniel met his brothers in arms. They were more than soldiers, they were family. Among them was Miguel, a quiet, humble man with a warm smile. Miguel wasn't the fastest, nor the strongest, but he had something that made everyone feel safe as heart. One night, their unit faced a mission that seemed impossible. They were to secure a dangerous area, surrounded by uncertainty and risk. As they advanced, gunfire erupted. The night lit up with flashes of chaos. Daniel remembers the deafening noise, the cries of his comrades, and the sudden sight of Miguel shielding another soldier, taking a blow meant for someone else. Miguel was gravely wounded, and despite the desperate attempts of the medics, he didn't survive the night. Daniel was devastated. He sat by Miguel's side until morning, holding his hand, whispering prayers, and promising he would never let Miguel's sacrifice be forgotten. Months later, after countless battles and heavy losses, the war ended. Daniel returned home, carrying with him scars both visible and invisible. During a ceremony, he was awarded a prestigious medal for bravery, a medal that recognized his courage during that very night when Miguel had given his life. As he stood on stage, applause echoing in his ears, Daniel's eyes welled with tears. Because deep inside, he knew the medal did not belong to him alone. It belonged to Miguel. What did Daniel do next with the medal that so many dream of receiving? This is where the story takes a turn that will touch your heart deeply. After the ceremony, Daniel didn't go out to celebrate. Instead, he traveled quietly to a modest neighborhood, holding the medal in his hands. He knocked on the door of a small house. An elderly woman opened it. Her face carried the gentle lines of years of struggle. But her eyes were Miguel's eyes. She was his mother. Daniel introduced himself softly. Tears filled her eyes before he could even explain. She invited him inside, where the house was humble, yet filled with warmth and photographs of Miguel as a child. Sitting at her kitchen table, Daniel shared everything. The bravery, the laughter Miguel brought to the squad, the way he always cared for others before himself, and finally, the night Miguel gave his life to save another. Miguel's mother wept silently, holding onto Daniel's hands as if he were her own son. Then, Daniel did something extraordinary. He took the medal from around his neck. He placed it gently into her hands and said, "This belongs to your son." He was the true hero. I was only there to witness his greatness. At first, she shook her head, refusing. But Daniel insisted, his voice trembling, "I cannot carry this without sharing it with the one who gave everything." Her hands closed around the medal. She held it close to her heart as though she was holding her son again. And in that moment, Daniel felt a peace he hadn't felt in years. So what is true honor? It is not the medal that shines on a uniform. It is not the applause of a crowd or the recognition of a title. True honor lives in the sacrifices made quietly, in the love that puts others before self, in the unspoken acts of courage that may never make the news, but forever change a life. Daniel showed us that sharing honor does not diminish it. It multiplies it. Because when we recognize the sacrifices of others, we keep their memory alive. And in doing so, we carry forward the deepest truth, that love and sacrifice are the greatest legacies a person can leave behind. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me today on HeartTouch Stories. I hope this story touched your heart as deeply as it touched mine. If it did, please share it with someone who needs a reminder of what true heroism looks like. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to HeartTouch Stories, and ring the bell so you won't miss more stories that heal, inspire, and awaken the heart. Until next time, may you carry kindness wherever you go. And may you never forget that sometimes the greatest medals are the ones shared.